How do you redefine friendships and relationships that you don't want to lose? Okay. So, for example, someone that could have literally been like a soulmate, a future husband, a future wife, so you thought, just ends up in the end being someone you work with that you eat lunch with. Okay. So, how do you redefine those relationships? The first thing you have to do is to stop living in a delusion. Sometimes some of the best things that you thought were in your life will never return to the way that they once were. Okay, so it's in your best interest to live in a state of reality. What I mean by that is if you're looking at a red rose, okay, don't try to make it green. It is not green. You're looking at it, you're not colorblind, and it's clearly red, okay? So sometimes people experience so much pain in their lives because they don't redefine their relationships. Sometimes once the relationship is redefined, or replenished into what it should be. Well, I take that back because if you're replenishing something, you're bringing it back to its natural state as to what it was at first. But when you redefine it, you're almost naming it something else. Okay? So what it once was is not what it is now. It's just like when people grow older, what they once looked like when they were 20 is not what they look like at 85. Not to say that they look bad at 85, okay? People age very well. However, this same person could be happier at 85 than they were at 20. They might have been an absolutely miserable person at 20. Okay, so redefining relationships, first of all, involves acceptance. Accepting that the relationship will never be what it was before. And it could be for many reasons. Your circumstances have changed. The two of you now live in different states. Both of you are now married to other people. 4, you no longer work together. Okay. 5, maybe people have passed away that actually kept the bond that you once had with the person. There can be many reasons that something is redefined, but it is our expectation that gets us hurt because we want something to be as if it was before. And we get so angry when something is not what it once was, and that allows us to even get angry with the person. Instead of saying, hey, I like this person is valuable in my life, this is someone I even care about. So if this is someone that you care about, it may be worth it to redefine the relationship. However, when the red flags are right in front of you that the relationship has been redefined, be okay with it. Okay? So, for example, this was someone you wanted to marry and you were around his friends and you used to speak to his friends on the phone and things like that. So, once the relationship is redefined, this may be just a lunch buddy now. This could be someone you guys just meet after work and go get a bite to eat. So you may say, well, let me say hi to your friend, that I once talked, I once used to speak to. And the other person may say, no, that's okay. They're busy right now or whatever. However, just accept that. I mean, it's not what it used to be. You guys used to be bonded. You were close. You thought that this was like a soulmate. You thought you guys were getting married. So the other people redefine it too. So this person is like, no, because this gentleman could very well be bringing another woman around his friend now. This gentleman may have someone else that he's seriously seeing now. And you are. That's all you are. You're just a lunch buddy. You're just someone that he hangs out with after work sometimes. Now, if you can't handle relationships that have been redefined or changed to a different status, get out the game. It's not for you. However, if you are able to see some value in what is being redefined, then allow it to be redefined. And be grateful to the Lord that it's been changed. Because remember, ultimately, who is in control of true change? It's not just us, it's the Lord. If you are a praying woman or man, it is certain things that the Lord wants to protect you from. Okay? So be grateful that it's been redefined. Would you want the Lord not to redefine something and actually the original situation would have been very harmful and toxic to you? Versus would you want the Lord to redefine a relationship or change it or lower the status of it? Because guess what? What you originally had with the person, the Lord may have someone else that's going to fill those shoes or that responsibility. So this, what you thought was a future husband that's now a lunch buddy, it's not that it's bad that this is not your future husband, but the Lord has someone else for you. Okay. So learning the calmness and patience in redefined relationships. This person could end up being someone that's friendly with you and your new spouse. You ever see those couples? I've actually seen this and witnessed this in my life, where I have seen a married couple and they were friends with one of their exes. Like this person, I mean, literally, I seen a situation one time where the man's ex used to come over and eat dinner with the family. Okay. And as far as I know, there was no messing around with the ex. He was married to a totally different lady. But this ex that he had been with, I'm not sure how long their relationship lasted, but anyway, the woman was an ex. This was somebody he used to be intimate and sleep with, okay? And when he remarried, his daughter's mom, or got married to his daughter's mom, this woman actually became good friends with his new wife. You see what I mean? So I've seen things where, but that only could happen if that man redefined the relationship with the ex. It's like, hey, you was a good person, you real cool. And so, if, I want to introduce you to my wife. And if y'all want to be friends and do the ladies hangout thing, that's fine. However, not everyone can handle that. I'm not saying I could handle that. If I was an ex, would I want to hang out with him and his new wife? It may not be a good idea for me. I don't know if I could. It's something that well, actually, I take that back. I would be a hypocrite to actually say I couldn't do it because I love the mess out of my daughter's stepmother. Okay. And I call her my baby mama. That's the little nickname I have. So yeah, it did happen. However, in that case, we actually went to high school together and we met when we were very young. And unfortunately, we live in different states. So I would like to hang out with her more. But the thing is, she's no longer with the gentleman that I had my child with. And she ended up having sons with him also. So our children are siblings, but neither one of us is still with the man anymore. So that's different. And so we got much closer once she ended the relationship with him also. Okay. Um, Me and my daughter's father, we had planned to get married when we were very young. However, we broke up and he ended up getting with what I would call my baby mama. That's my little cute nickname for her. And so anyway, so redefining relationships can be a very good thing for you to walk in your maturity, because it takes maturity to redefine a relationship. Okay. And a lot of times there may need to be some space involved, some no contact. Maybe if you're not in each other's physical element for about a year or two, maybe even more. Sometimes relationships can be redefined after 10 years of space. Sometimes relationships are redefined when people attend funerals and they bond and let's get this relationship back. Let's get this friendship back. So there are many reasons why relationships can be redefined, but and it's really good for a situation where y'all really did love one another. Like sometimes the love was there, but you just ain't compatible. So life is short. So all of us have to leave this earth one day. And I mean, we're just going to all pass on one day. So why not live it to the best of our ability? And for relationships that weren't what you wanted or what you thought they would be, redefine those relationships and still be able to show love, because there's so many people that wish they would have redefined a relationship and they really regret when someone dies that they didn't ask them out to lunch, they didn't go check on them, they didn't make that phone call to hear their voice. So there's a lot of people that live in a lot of deep guilt because they didn't redefine something. They knew that this person is getting older. They know that this person has high blood pressure. They know that this person is sick. And because of their refusal to redefine or change the relationship to another status, they missed out. And then the person passed away. So you don't want to be that person. And what I'm going through right now, I had to redefine several of my relationships. And what it did for me, it made me mature. It made me such not a big baby. Like everything got to go my way. Everything is not going to always go my way. And if I want everything to go my way, then guess who is not in control of my blessings? The Lord. So everything can't go my way because the Lord wants to give me what is best for me. So sometimes I have to step out of the way and redefine a relationship and let it in or let it reduce itself. And then you sitting there ready for your blessings. But if you're not able to come into a maturity and allow that relationship that once was this super bond, if you don't allow it to be redefined or changed to what it's supposed to be, then you won't walk into that maturity. And, so that's what it did for me. And so I'm going through a process right now where it's kind of like, and like I said, a lot of times when a relationship is going to be redefined, say that this was somebody you was deeply in love with and both of y'all still single. Y'all may never fall back in love, but while y'all still single and unmarried, y'all can go hang out and have lunch. Y'all can go meet each other when y'all get off work and have a bite to eat. Because as of right now, let it be redefined. Y'all not married to anybody, but it's redefined. So don't go sleep with the person. Y'all was in love. The key is was, not anymore. He or she was around my friends. It's the same way, like it's a situation I'm going through right now where the relationship is being redefined. I know I'm not going to go lay in this man's bed and be doing none of that because it's been redefined. This is somebody that I'm not going to be married to from the looks of it, right? Now, if God wants to redefine something in my life, that is the Lord's calling, not mine. So I'm putting myself in a position where the Lord can control my life. You understand what I mean? So, allow relationships to be redefined. And that way, you don't have to live in regret saying, man, I should have contacted Amanda, man. Amanda died? Oh, no, she dead. And you knew that you could have redefined that relationship and went to go visit Amanda at the nursing home. But see, you didn't want to redefine it. You kept saying, I don't like going to nursing homes. It stink. Girl, I ain't going up in there. Amanda, she gonna be all right. And Amanda dies up in there. So these are examples of things that it's worth it to redefine things. Amanda, she was in the nursing home, right? So this wasn't this hot chick where y'all was getting on airplanes, taking trips to Las Vegas anymore. So you needed to redefine the relationship. Maybe you're still taking trips to Las Vegas, but Amanda couldn't because she ended up in a nursing home. So it was up to you to redefine that and to adjust that relationship and go visit her. That would be one example that I'm just throwing out of how we can redefine things instead of just cutting people off. Just make the relationship what it should be because it changes. Life changes. We change. Our bodies change. Our mentality changes. Our environment changes. And sometimes it's not for the better. Everybody's environment does not change for the better. This person could have been a millionaire. Now they're living in the projects and they hear gunshots every night. Their environments change. That doesn't mean they have to be one of the people out there that's popping bullets off. However, the environment has changed. So there will be many changes that go through life. If you gain 25 extra pounds and you lose that weight, you've changed, even though you may have changed back to your old body. But you still, for quite a while, may feel very uncomfortable. You got to get used to your old body again because you carried 25 extra pounds on you for 2 years. So I am encouraging people today that life is short. And if it's something you can change or redefine so that you can love people better that you used to love and not live in a delusion that everything is going to be what it used to be, redefine these relationships because we hear so much about no contact, no contact, no contact. You can Google no contact on YouTube and come up with 1 million videos on it. However, in many cases, that's not what the Lord would want us to do. Because what does the Bible talk about? Forgiveness and love. So in many cases, no contact cannot be your friend. No contact can be something you're judged on later. You don't know what the Lord gonna ask you. He may say, I wanted you to talk to Auntie Jean and, she was waiting on that call, man. Why you didn't contact Auntie Jean? You just don't know. So, like I said, it's not for everybody, but it may help you grow into a maturity and a state of being in your most sane mind, being able to accept and love people. It's called unconditional love. That's what it's called. Being able to accept and love people and accept that it's just not always going to be your way. you know? So, brothers and sisters, that's my message for today. Have a great day. And I pray that everything this week for you in your life is what the Lord would want. And I hope that I put this on your heart. It may be somebody that you need to reach out to, and it's really been on your heart. However, the blockage or the stop, what's stopping you is the fact you want this relationship to be what it once was instead of redefining it. And if you got a good heart, redefine it. And keep in mind, I also want to point this out. It takes two to allow that to happen. Now, if you're dealing with a situation and you want to redefine this friendship into what it should be now, even though it will never be what it once was, it takes two people to do that. You can't do it by yourself. If you're offering for this to be readjusted and the other person wants to stay in a no contact, then all you can do is wait for them to come around and pray for them. This is something that has to be done between two people that unconditionally want to save whatever part of their relationship that they would like to save. And that's what it has to be. Okay. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for listening, and have a blessed week. Thank you.